Awesome. Thanks, everyone. All right, now it's time for table topics, and I will now introduce our table topics master,
Yes.
Susan Glenn.
Strong I am today. I love your necklace. Thank you. How many of you recognize this person?
Slender Man.
That's you.
He looks like me.
It might be me.
Oh, that must be you.
Yeah, man, that's Fios.
An image.
Anybody know who that is?
Yes, okay. That works.
It is me. It is me. You laughing at me?
No,
Oh, good.
I'm laughing at my.
All right, so should this image do anything for me?
Yes.
Or against me?
Depends on who drew it.
Depends on-
Context.
Context, we're going to talk about that today. What other people think about you is none of your business. You believe that or not?
Yes.
Yes, I do.
Yes?
Yep.
Who's a definite yes?
Yeah.
Yes, everybody? What if I change your mind today? And what if you change your mind today? So, quote written by someone really smart, called my dad. To see others how others see us can improve our ability to connect, create deep bonds, and increase our social acceptance. How many of you believe that? Mm-hmm. Raise your hand.
Yeah.
Did I change your mind? Stick. All right. I need you to each take 3 pieces of paper. So I'll pass those around quickly. People that are going to come up here today, not gonna, are going to talk about how they see themselves, how others see themselves, and why. And while they're speaking, you're going to write how you see them. And if there are other people in the room that you want to write that about, you take a few more pieces of paper.
Like picture or
You
words?
could draw a nice
you could draw a
picture
picture.
like this. I'm not getting rid of this one.
Tell us which side again.
Again, you're going to talk about how you see yourself, how others see you, and why.
Would that be how you perceive others see you? Because you don't really know how others see you.
That just said those words.
That's what we have to write.
So when someone is up here, you are going to write how you see them.
That's cool.
Although a lot of you think you don't care about what other people think,
I do.
we all do, because we're social creatures and we want to know how we fit in and we want to fit in. Hopefully this will help. Joe, if you could tear those papers off quickly because you're going to be first.
Yeah.
Do that.
Remember, the green light goes on at 1 minute.
Okay.
That means you've cleared, you're able to be voted on. 1.5 yellow, 2 red, you have 30 seconds to wrap up.
Okay, what am I supposed to say?
How do you see yourself?
Twice.
How I think other people see me?
How you see
And
yourself.
How you see yourself.
And why.
Oh my gosh.
And we're
Can I
writing how we
change
see.
my mind and abstain?
I don't encourage.
Word of the day. Nice.
Yeah, see what I'm doing there? Who am I? I see myself as somebody who's driven to succeed. I see myself as somebody who really wants to succeed. I see myself as somebody who has hopes and dreams for the future. And I think other people see me as somebody that's like super funny. No, I'm just kidding with that one. I never really thought about how other people see me, so I guess, Susan, what I'm saying is that you've convinced me already, because I'm starting to see that, yeah, I do kind of care about how people see me, but I've never really thought about it a lot. So I will think about that, and thank you.
A really good point that we all need to know. This is true. Most people see you at a higher level of beauty and charm than you think you really are. So that's good. Julie, would you like to come up?
I knew you were gonna do
It just tingles, doesn't it? Remember, you're going to be passing these notes to these people.
How I see myself, I'm a goofball, but I don't think most people know that about me. Confident, love life, daring. I never figured out what fear was. I've always just tried whatever I wanted, and if it didn't work, oh well. How other people see me, a permanent smile, friendly, I guess confident. A lot of people tell me they think I'm confident. What's the word? There's another word that I hear that I'm not sure. And then what was the other question? There's three
Why?
things. Oh, why? Why do I see myself, or why do I think they see myself? Both. I see myself as confident because I just do whatever the heck I want. I do have some insecurities, but try not to dwell on those. So that helps encourage the confidence. Other people assume I'm confident because I always walk tall and have a smile on my face. Even if I'm having a bad day, you'll never know it. Are you timing me? That feels like it's been a minute.
You're good. You went over it, yeah.
That's all.
It seems like Julie does care about what other people think, because even if she's having a good day, she wants to appear better than she's doing,
I
correct?
just don't think about it.
It's natural. It's a
Yeah.
natural ability.
It's weird.
Although another study says that we might believe that everything shows through, that we have like a transparency that's very thin, and that's not true either. You can hide a lot, especially with a smile. All right, I didn't even look at the clock. How much time do we have?
What time is it?
12:43.
Great.
2 minutes.
Let's go with, I'm gonna call out 3 names. And the first one up here gets to speak. You ready? Sam, Jill, Amy.
Sam, Jill, Amy. Uncle. I'll take the reins.
Amy's like, heck no.
So it's how I see myself, how others see me. I see myself as a very well thought out person, very deliberate in what I'm doing 80% of the time. And 20% of the time, I am not thinking about what I'm doing intentionally. I'm just kind of waiting because I don't really want to have that in-depth thought process going on. And I do see myself as a very kind person. This is an interesting thing for me because when I was growing up, grew up in a fairly abusive household, and I had adopted a lot of that style of leadership, we could say, to my family members. All the while in my mind, I never in my mind ever thought that I was inflicting pain, causing fear, any of that. I was thinking I'm helping people do what they're supposed to do. It's very positive, happy, objective. And then I found out through one of my other siblings that it was not that experience for everybody else. They were very fearful of me, and I was a little bit of a little dictator. And that was a very eye-opening experience for me because that's not how I saw myself, and so I changed, which was good, or at least started interacting with people better to be seen how I see myself. So I would say I see myself as somebody deliberately trying to help others see me how I see myself. I don't think that always works. As I work with other people, I get reports back that I'm always positive, I'm never sad, I'm very even-tempered, all of these things that inside I don't always feel like that. There's a great book that I'm going to share in my speech next week that really helped me identify or be able to at least have the conversation with another person of how I see myself versus outside of that. I would say the reason I see myself that way and why I think other people see myself different, because what they say to me is not always consistent with who I am inside. Oftentimes they think I have one reasoning for doing something and my actual reasoning inside myself is very different. So that's how I see myself.
And Sam led into the last point that I want to share with you about how getting advice and feedback from other people is really important. As I said, my dad's a psychologist, and he and my mom go to bed every night telling each other 3 things they love about each other and 1 thing they could change. So I encourage you to find someone like that, someone you trust, the context, the person, listen to the people who love you. They're the ones that are going to help you. And thanks for participating. What is